Jacoby, you win. Why y'all not working out?
Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors.
Go.
It's the Clemson Tigers and the Penn State.
What up, Danny?
Reese Davis, Dave Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we're checking with her right now.
Oh, well.
Clemson's head coach told me before the game.
Just think that you are Penn State.
Against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage.
Go, man. Let's go, man.
Oh, and thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup.
Let's go. Defense first.
So the Penn State Nittany Lions kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. They drag him down at the 22.
You spin, you might have cribbed that.
Out of the end zone and came up a little short. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. Finally corralled.
I did not mean to dive all the way over there.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football?
That's
You got to
18,
force
that's
feed this
only.
guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Right back to the well.
There we go.
Defense right
Hit him in the
there to
mouth.
Stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, the only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove that.
They've got the play by.
Let's go. Let's go.
Defense swarming on that one. Be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good
Let's
enough job
go.
up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
He can't catch, coach. He's scared.
Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Takes the handoff. It's Hansen.
Get off me, little boy.
Showing off that power as he
Look at that little man trying to tackle me one-on-one.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Let's go.
halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go, ready. Go.
Got a little space. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first.
Way to find the seam, man. Way to find the creep.
Man, you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive gain, nice positive toss play.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10.
Come here.
On the option. Makes it past the marker.
Let's go. Oh.
Touchdown, Penn State.
It's what makes this offense so hard to stop. When you've got an athletic
Let's go,
quarterback, you gotta
QB1.
worry about him in the running game, and there on the option, he makes the right decision to keep it up. And he caps
Let's
off
go,
the opening
Penn
drive of the
State.
game with a TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays.
Let's go.
And he
Good start.
finished things
Good
off
start
with
to
a
the season.
32-yard run to the house. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football.
We there. We
Turn
there.
the football over.
Ah.
Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news,
Let's
though, they get
go.
another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important.
Let's go,
You gotta
Neil.
execute, you gotta lock in.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. And he really
can't
needed
catch,
to hold on
coach.
to that one,
Running
but it
back
was
can't
not
catch.
loose, and third down is coming.
The running back
They were
can't
trying to sneak
catch.
him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Off the RPO, complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great
Really?
awareness. They're always communicating.
This what we get paid the big bucks right here.
What they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Oh, nah. I was in the wrong thing. No.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th.
Running back can't catch. He can't catch.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
He's got
got
one.
enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this
Nah,
early.
there wasn't no
We're gonna
freebie.
do this
It was
all game
4th and 2 or
long.
less.
Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Davidson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups
Adam.
with linebackers like this. Great job getting
Adam.
the ball near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Woohoo!
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive.
We
Once
hit.
first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Adam.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. These corners backing off a bit. To the air, it's Reynolds. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't
got 3
skew the
drops,
catch,
coach.
elite coverage.
I thought
That's what we want with the ball, man. That's what we want with the ball.
Deafening on third down.
Dang.
A quick completion
That
to
was
the
on
left,
me.
looking for the first down.
I should have been
This
came
defense's
down.
head is
I tried
spinning.
to
He
wait a
gets it
little
down
bit.
to the 27.
When you're a playmaker
I'm seeing
like
it though.
this guy
I
is,
see
your coaches are
the
gonna
game
dial
plan. I
plays
see the
and
game
take for
plan.
you, especially on third down. That's
You
what
just
we
got to
saw in
set
that
it
last
up a
play.
little better.
There was no question where the quarterback was going with
You're
that
gonna get it
football.
at the right
All
time,
week
though.
long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going
Get
to
it
make
at
sure
the
that
right
he gets
time.
looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Clemson. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there.
That was
He knew
pretty
he was gonna
wild.
take a
Let
lick.
me go with it.
He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Hansen. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. First carry of the season for this transfer. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Freebie.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants to go deep. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be
Come on,
questioned.
Penn State.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
So now it's 2nd and long. This defense will try to keep everything in front.
Yeah. Jamir.
He'll try it again. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the
Let's go.
And they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Ready, go.
On the option. Quarterback keep. The pitch. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Beck. Moving out to the right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to Johnson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Davidson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's not the
defense, man.
Ball failing to convert on 4th.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on
Boys
1st down.
playing out tail off on defense right now.
Quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. As a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. On the run, it's Hansen. Powers through the defender. There's a crease.
Yeah, big hands. There you go. Let's go, big hands.
Down to the 38-yard line.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do
We've been waiting for you, Hansen.
Tackling to stop this guy.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Wide 83. Wide 83. Ready, go.
They'll ride the hot hand. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Ready, go.
And some room to work. Got enough for the 1st. Smashes ahead. He rumbles.
Big
over
Hansen.
the 2-yard line.
Big Hansen, not the little one.
Everything on that one. He now has 53 yards rushing already here in the 1st half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Martin. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Timeout called by Clemson. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Sends it back in motion. And he breaks the play.
Big Hansen. Let's go, Hansen. Let's go. Let's go.
Pound the rock. The run game.
Let's go, Hansen.
Late in the 1st half when you need it.
Oh,
Now they
come
take
on.
the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the 1st half.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for room. It's Davidson.
Let's go, Tracy. Let's go, Tracy. Open field, baby. Let's get it.
Up to the 21. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw, it's Reynolds. Swings it out to his running back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking deep down the right side. A 50-50.
Bruh, that was a horrible animation. They just like sunk me in that animation.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's timeout.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking for a man. It's Reynolds. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 12 team, the BYU Cougars.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Goes to the option. He'll keep it on second down. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The option look. Now the toss. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Can they catch him? Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a look. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking, because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Running inside, it's Hansen. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Trying play action. Skips away from pressure. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Maybe some room here. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They take the lead here in the 2nd half.
Man, defenses have to play responsibility football, and you can tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21 to 14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He'll pitch it. Open space at the 25. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
Come here.
Knock him down after an explosive play, and it was all because of the perfectly timed pitch.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside.
That should get me off guard. I'm ready for it now, though.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He would have loved to make the quick return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. At that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Gets the back moving. The offense changing the play. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's a gift to Peoples. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Reynolds. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of 1st down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Reads it, fires complete.
Yeah,
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The handoff to Johnson. Picks up the 1st down. Could be an alley. Inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with exactly where you... Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 40, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Penn State with the response.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run.
Oh, whoa.
Stats, young fella.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Hits him with a stiff arm. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown.
Let's go.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Yeah, stay in, man. Stay. We can stand in all lanes, man. All lanes.
Downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got
We
over
there.
100 yards on the
We
day.
there,
He's really had
Clemson.
some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. Might be looking to run.
Man, come on.
He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely
Save you right there, now.
Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working on the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Clemson is quick to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hey, well, for sure. We don't sleep on bed. I'm just...
Off play action. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got
Come on, that's a big hitter. He's supposed to make him do something.
Before he crosses the 50, he's down to the 49.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out every time he has the...
They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. They're going to run it to the right. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, they don't pick up the first down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions. And we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking for space, it's Davidson. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He can't make the connection. It'll be...
He ain't got no hands. He done dropped 4. I keep throwing to him.
He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
How many times he got to show you he can't catch?
Now in this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dances away to buy time. Gets rid of it.
Oh! He's a state! He's a state!
Heartbreaker this late in the game.
I like the play right there by the pass rush.
Let's go,
Pete. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time.
Let's go.
Scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense.
Oh, the game ain't over. Penn State. Penn State.
Wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a big moment, man.
Here's a little room there. He's at the 10.
Let's go.